Welcome to It's a Matter of Music, a show that takes you down the roads traveled by creators and artists searching for the doors in and out of the music business. Hosted by songwriter, poet, and storyteller John Gray, and brought to you by It's a Matter of Music Publishing Company, where melodies are wrapped around life. Now, here's John.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of Melodies Wrapped Around Life. Again, I'm John Gray, and we have a great guest for you today. This young lady, Nellen Dryden, came all the way from New York City and found her way to Tullahoma, Tennessee, and wrote a song about Tullahoma, Tennessee, and we're going to visit with her in a little bit. But first, we're going to go over to the next set and have Nellen do a couple of tunes for us.
Some man asked me what I was looking for, just a sunset on a city. Don't wanna think about how to make money. There's a place I know and it's nice, they say. Oh, and they dance and they dance and they dance like they just got paid. Oh, Tullahoma, here I come. Tullahoma, get me some. Tullahoma, don't you follow me. Tullahoma, I just wanna be free. My first time in Tullahoma, and it's pretty special. This next tune is called Elusive. You go out of your way, you go far out away, just to get high on that empty day. It don't have to be real Long as you can dream, you can feel. 'Cause you're elusive, baby. You got a fantasy wrapped up in heartache. You can't disappear. One memory is all that it takes. 'Cause you're elusive, babe. You got out of that town just to feel fine. You keep moving around till it feels right. It don't have to be real. Long as you can dream, you can feel. 'Cause you're elusive, baby. Got a fantasy that's wrapped in heartache. You can't disappear. One memory is all that it takes. 'Cause you're elusive, baby. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I've got with me Nellen Dryden, and thank you so much for being here
Thank
today.
you for having me. This is such a treat.
And I just want to understand
Yeah.
how a lovely young lady from New York City ends up in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
I don't know. We're here figuring that out. I moved to Nashville about 4 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I just wanted to, write songs and sing and perform. And I wrote a song that I just played, Tullahoma, about 2 years ago. And I really wrote it when I was just driving a lot, because in New York City you don't drive.
Right,
And
right.
then I moved to Tennessee. I'm driving all the time.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I actually like
Well,
being in the car.
the landscape is nice.
It's
beautiful.
really nice.
Yeah.
And it's great for, I think, songwriters, because you can clear your head.
Oh, sure.
And I listen to a lot of NPR, and I always hear the announcement at the end of the different stations it's broadcast to, and Tullahoma is one of those. And so I would just hear over and over again, 90.3 Nashville, 90, I don't know what it
Whatever.
is, Tullahoma, Tennessee. And I was always like, that is such a cool name, Tullahoma, so then it just stayed in my brain.
Sort of slides off the tongue real
It's
easily.
so
It has.
great.
It's musical.
It's totally musical.
Yeah.
And as a songwriter, just like words
Sure.
that are musical, you're like, I can do anything with this.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I don't even
for
have
sure.
to. I don't have to go to Tullahoma. I don't have to be from Tullahoma. I can just write a song about it.
Tullahoma, that's right. That's right. So,
yeah.
So you came from New York to Nashville.
Yes.
Single girl
No.
or married?
I am with someone. Yeah.
You're with someone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did that happen once you got here? Did this person? I mean, I don't want to be in your business,
Yes,
but
it's okay.
But two people, one person picking up and leaving somewhere to come somewhere else.
No, we came together.
Is difficult, you know, to find each other. Unless you're in the same business or own your own business, to find work.
Oh, I can't imagine. It's definitely easier to move somewhere with somebody.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, good.
Got your support
Good.
network.
Yeah, support is a very good thing to have.
Yeah.
What do you, is singing and writing, is that all you do? If it is, you're a lucky individual.
I mean, I don't know.
Most of us don't get to do just that.
No, I don't do just that. I want to.
Yeah, well,
but
sure.
Yeah, no, I have day jobs.
Okay.
They're
Very good.
they're not my passion, but I'm
Well,
good
of
at
course
customer
not.
service, and I'm good at typing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, with a face like that, of course you're good at customer service. It's all about the sale.
It's all about the sale. Yeah.
You know, sooner or later, I don't care if you're a doctor, a preacher, I don't care what you are.
You got to be
it's
good with
about
people.
the sale.
Yep.
You know, and so how is your music career coming along? Are you playing out a lot? Do you have shows that you go to, places you play?
I have not. I haven't played the Bluebird. You mentioned that earlier. But I do play a lot of. I play more full band, so it's a little bit more like rock venues and bars in East Nashville and in Nashville.
Douglas Corner, places like
I
that.
love Douglas Corner.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite spots. Yeah,
and
I do some writers
Basement
round.
and some of those other places.
Yep, the Basement, the 5 Spot.
You know, I've heard. I haven't since Nashville has exploded.
It's exploded.
It's so difficult to get around and park and stuff like that. You've got to be a young person. It makes old people mad.
Impatient. I mean,
so
I don't like it either.
I've heard the 5 Spot a lot, but I don't know the 5 Spot. Where is that?
That's in East Nashville, and that's like a really great. It's like a dive bar, but it's really got a lot of musicians that play there and a lot of that go there.
Right.
You know, it's like a musician's hang.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Which is great.
Sure.
You know?
You need a drummer or you need a guitar player?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, the one thing we know about musicians and singers is you've got to play and sing.
Yeah,
You've got to. There is no choice.
Well, yeah, what's the point otherwise?
There is no choice. You know, whether you get paid or don't get paid, you've got to play and sing.
Yep.
Because it's in your DNA, or you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, and if you're writing, you got to share what you're writing.
Yeah. So are you writing? Are you making writing appointments, or are you write by yourself?
I write by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that that's unusual in Nashville, but I just kind of it's easier for me that way.
Well, you know, there was a discussion, and it's an ongoing discussion, because so many songs have 8 writers on them and 6 writers on them, and I don't know if Jerry House was still on the radio when you came to Nashville.
I don't think so.
On 98. There's a guy, Bobby Bones or somebody's on that station.
Bobby Bones I've
now.
heard of.
Yeah. But Jerry House was on radio for years and years and won all kinds of awards, every award that could be won.
Yeah.
And he made a statement about the songs not being as good as they were years ago. And the reason why is, he said, every great song just about is written by one person.
Oh.
And you say, well, what about McCartney and Lennon?
Yeah.
You know? The response is, if you listen, both of their names are on it, but if you listen, you know whether it's a McCartney song or a Lennon song.
Totally.
Well, and so
to your point, what
you're doing
kind of agree
is
with
a good thing.
Because one of the reasons I moved down here is because I love Buddy Miller so much. Do you know Buddy Miller?
I don't know Buddy Miller.
He's played guitar with Emmylou Harris.
Yeah,
and he sings background, and his wife Julie Miller is just a really wonderful songwriter. And she writes all of her songs by herself. And I heard him say once that what he doesn't like about all the co-writing and multiple names on songs nowadays is that songs get watered down now, and there's less personality to them.
Yes.
And I totally agree with that.
Yes.
Because if I'm coming in with my own view of something, it's totally going to be me, or like my view, and it's not going to be trying to make it this perfect.
Right. Well, no. What the problem is now also is that they have almost a recipe for this stuff, and it all sounds the same. And if you've got 6 writers, that means there's 6 publishing companies trying to push for a cut. You know?
Yeah.
But what happens there is I find co-writing difficult unless you just happen to find that magic person.
Totally.
And I'm not a very good, I have 3.5 or 4 chords on a good day. And, you know, everybody's songs, Brad Paisley, you can tell a Brad Paisley song in 2 bars. You can tell a Taylor Swift song. Sooner or later, they end up sounding just sort of the same. And so I have a young man that writes melodies with me. And he's a fantastic melody writer. And we get along just perfectly. Other than that, I've been in the room with some real jerks. And it's horrible.
I mean, we're sensitive people. I
Yes,
don't know.
we are. Yes,
I don't
we
know
are.
how I would be able to handle that. It's a song. It's such a.
Well, it's a story, and our
Our
industry
story,
right now is not doing a very good job of telling stories.
Yep.
The stories are getting washed out in all of the run-on sentences, and if your English teacher graded that today, you know, the lyrics, the writing of a song today that just starts and never stops until the bottom, you'd get a D- probably because of a run-on sentence, and that's what it all is. And we're losing the story, so don't you ever lose the story, young lady.
Thank you.
Because sooner or later,
I'm
sooner or
trying to
later,
preserve.
I listen to WSMAM because that's where most of the stuff is. Eddie Stubbs, that's where the Grand Ole Opry is.
Yep.
Coffee Cody and those guys in the morning, because that's where that's where I'll hear you first. Probably.
Let's call them up and get me on there.
Somewhere, right? Hey,
let's
we'll give you something when you leave here that you'll be able to send them.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm just happy for you.
Thank you.
And I hope everything continues to get better for you.
Thank you.
And what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back.
Yes.
We're going to in a little bit, or take you to back to the other set, and let you do some more songs.
Okay.
And then we'll hopefully talk again maybe for a second after that. Okay.
Sounds great. Thanks, John.
Once again, welcome Nellen Dryden.
Come on, honey, hold my hand. This world is too much, we can't stand. Come on, honey, hold my hand. Come on, honey, hold my hand. Come on over, see my life. I'm not tired and I struggle and strive. Come on over and see my life. Come on over and see my life. Well, you hear it every day out on the radio waves. You can hear it in the voices and the way they say. And if there's one thing I can hear them saying to me, well, if it's the end of the world, I'm not giving up yet. Well, if it's the end of the world, I'm not giving up yet. Thank you.
All right, folks, we're back, and Nellen's back with me over here on this set. And great job over there, girl.
Thank you so much.
You know, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you with us today.
Thank you.
And that you made the trip from Mount Juliet up in that area, up in there, down
in
840
Nashville.
and
Yep.
around and down 24 all the way to Tullahoma. and now you know and you see the lovely little place that you wrote a song
I know.
about. Isn't it cool?
It's so cool.
And you're going to have to come back.
I'm definitely going to have to come back.
And we just appreciate you. We appreciate what you're trying to do.
Thank you.
And introduce the
Yes,
introduce
thank
the
you.
player.
I feel like I haven't. This is Jules Belmont, who's been playing over here. We've
And,
played together a really long time.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
a great player, great picker,
Very
great
great
steel
player.
So, and I love steel guitar. I just
I
can't help
know.
myself.
It's an amazing
I just can't help
instrument.
myself. you
Yeah.
know. Thank you, dear, so much for
Thank
being
you.
with us, and
Thank
know
you
you're
so much.
always welcome to come back.
I
That's
will.
Melodies Wrapped Around Life, folks, with Nellen
you.
Dryden.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.
For information regarding It's a Matter of Music's catalog and songs written by John Gray, contact John at 931-581-5238 or John Gray at pheadtv.com.